What is up, my veggies? My name is Three, two, one. What is up, my veggies? My name is VeggieTales Raymond, and welcome back to yet again another movie review. And yes, I'm cracking down with these Disney Channel movies because today we are reviewing Can of Worms. This movie is not at all what I expected. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Well, let's go ahead and say a few things about this. So, this movie I kind of had the opposite problem that I had with Xenon. I actually enjoyed like the first 20-ish minutes of this movie. Like 20, 30, somewhere around the first 25-ish minutes, somewhere around there. I can't remember exactly. I may have gone over a little bit past that, but I don't remember. But the first little bit of this movie I actually enjoyed. The rest of it is where the movie got... and I don't ever hear anyone who was a big Disney Channel kid growing up or whatever talk about this one, because I've never heard of it until I decided... Well, no, I've heard it before because of... Doug Walker did a review for it for his Disney December last year, or was it the year before last year, or whenever it was. And I honestly didn't remember anything from it when I watched that review. So going into this one, this is 100% blind. And boy, this movie's about aliens, and it takes a little while for aliens to even show up in this thing. So that's weird, and the plot is really boring. I wouldn't say boring. Well, yeah, boring and pretty just forgettable. There are some puppets used in this movie that are just ugly to look at, and I don't know if that's intentional, but they are ugly. And there's also some costumed character aliens or whatever you want to call them. There's like two of those in this movie. Like either makeup or costume. One's like a full-on costume. One's like, I'm gonna guess has makeup. I don't know. But they all look so ugly, and not ugly in a, oh yeah, they're supposed to look that ugly. They just look ugly to look at. Like, I want to turn this. There's this scene where the main character's on the phone. I think his name was Mike. Is on the phone, and it's like one of the aliens is there, like eating, and it's ugh. I sat there and I was like, because this really made me. This movie really weirded me out. I'm not going to lie. And just something about it left a weird taste in my mouth, or just a weird feeling about this movie just left me thinking, like, why? Because at first it just seems like something typical teenage problems and things like that. And I believe the movie would have stuck with that whole drama aspect and didn't even try to go into it didn't even need to put aliens in this. This could have been better. But the alien stuff is what weirded me out. The puppets really weirded me out. And the aliens' voices and what they said and what they did just really was dumb. And there's really not that much likability to this film. I can't lie. Did it have its moments? I'll say yeah, it had its moments, but that's very few. Now, I'm not gonna say this movie made me angry. It's nothing like Food Fight or Wish Upon or Monster Trucks. It's nothing like those movies. But there's just something about this film that really didn't sit well with me, because it's just... There's some bad acting, and these Disney Channel movies, especially the early ones, have some bad acting in them. But this is really, besides this is the first one since You Lucky Dog, whatever it was called, I really didn't enjoy. I didn't hate this as much I didn't hate this as much as that one, but it's definitely probably the second worst one I've reviewed because something about it just didn't resonate with me, and I just really did not enjoy most of what was in this film. I was sitting down and watching this film, just really just I'm like, why? Why would you do the things you do in this movie? I get it, it's for younger audiences, but and when your antagonists are teenagers, I'm going to expect more out of this. And there's a villain that comes up around the end of the film, and literally the last final act of the movie is literally, it feels forced. Because it's like, oh yeah, we're filming about aliens. We haven't had really that much alien stuff in this alien movie, which is weird. And the movie Can of Worms, I thought when I saw the title this was going to have something to do with worms or something like that. No. The reason this movie is titled A Can of Worms is a metaphor. Is because, oh, you opened up that can of worms, like the expression. And I did not enjoy this. Like I said, the first 25-ish minutes was alright, and I actually did enjoy some of that. But pretty much everything after that, except for when they tried to avoid the alien stuff, when they did avoid the alien stuff, had a little bit more enjoyment in there. But the alien stuff really didn't work for me. And that's not crapping on aliens or like alien puppets and all that, because there are movies out there that have great alien stuff. E.T. is an example. Now I know I really can't compare this to E.T. because E.T. is a highly more superior movie and actually is a theatrical release movie, which I guarantee had a much bigger budget. But just because you have a smaller budget doesn't mean you gotta be this bland of a story. And I can't get over how ugly these puppets are. And most of them have human teeth, which I'm like, what? And there's this dog alien in the movie where I'm just like, hey, at least he's tolerable. But I still don't like, because he's got this little thing on his neck that translates to human speech. And it's still a puppet-like mouth thingy that moves. And I don't like that either, because something about the puppets in this movie really, really just make me uncomfortable. And there's a forced, well, not really forced, there's a bully character. I use the term bully lightly because by the end of the movie he's not really a bully, and it's not like those situations where oh, there's redemption. No, he just decides, oh hey, I'm gonna be good boy now. Gonna be good boy. No, just there's not much redeemable about this film. Like I said, the first 25 minutes is all right. This movie in general, I wouldn't recommend it really because I didn't really enjoy it. Now, if you're going to do what I'm doing and you're going to do all the Disney Channel movies and want to review every single one, go for it. Watch this movie. Me, I will not be going back to this movie anytime soon. And with some of the stuff, the next bunch of movies in this lineup, I haven't seen any of them, so we're in for a heck of a ride. So the thing is, I'm really, really, really wondering what is coming of this and what these movies have to offer in the future. But this one didn't really have anything going for it. It was boring for the most part, and it just honestly didn't do it for me. It didn't, because there was really nothing I really enjoyed about this movie. I'm not going to lie to you guys. There's nothing really enjoyable about this film. I won't lie, even the main character gets annoying sometimes. And that, the main character's not supposed to get annoying. The main character's not supposed to annoy you. Literally, the character that I actually liked was the girl, the love interest, or whatever you want to call her. I don't remember her name, but her I kind of liked. But that being said, there's not much to like about this movie. A lot of stuff seems forced. There's some bad acting in it, And I don't care if these movies, I'm going to review these as I review everything. Yes, I get. You gotta go easier, look at what it is for what it is. And I am reviewing it for what it is, and I'm also putting my critical perspective towards it. That's how I am when I review anything. If I review a kid's show or anything like that, it'll be that way. It's just I review it from my personal perspective because I can enjoy a lot. I can enjoy dumb stuff. I can enjoy dumb movies and dumb TV shows and movies for little kids and TV shows for little kids. This was not enjoyable at all because I had fun with Xenon. The first like 30 minutes of that I didn't really enjoy it. But after that, I actually enjoyed Xenon. There was a lot more of that I enjoyed than I didn't enjoy. And this just feels so forced. And one thing I forgot to mention. There's a dad in this character that's kind of forcing sports on the son, and I'm like, really? Oh, there's also a little sister. Didn't hear me mention her for most of this review because very forgettable. For Pete's sake, though, she actually got a chuckle out of me. That's the only time I laughed at this movie because for some reason she made me laugh. I don't know why. I don't even remember what she said was funny, but I got a chuckle out of it. I don't remember what she said. I just remember chuckling. This movie, though, I didn't like it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I did not like this movie. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's awful. But I don't think it's good. I'm not even going to say it's okay. Like, if you want to actually... if you're going to... Only enjoyment you're going to get out of this, in my opinion, is like the first 25 minutes. And that's if you like that kind of stuff. See, and this had a good potential for something I could enjoy. Because I like alien stuff. I like movies about aliens and stuff like that. For Pete's sake, E.T. is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love Star Wars and stuff like that, but... Does anybody else find it weird that Disney Channel decided, hey, let's also make this a space movie that has some space stuff to it? 2 space-based movies. Disney, are you serious? Couldn't you put something else in between there? No, I'm going to go ahead and apologize for, okay, so I'm going to give my rating. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. That's the best I can give it. I'm going to make an apology real quick because I don't know. Some of these Disney Channel movies might get out of order. I don't know because I am following some weird lists that I found online. And some are not on one of the lists and some are on the other list. And I'm going to be including some movies that aren't technically Disney Channel original movies, but I'm going to review them as such. But guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm not going to do my whole outro, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!